Hello guys, I am behind on making a video like I promised. The wife's talking to me about beans. You can see she's out there salvaging what's left of our garden for this year. Yep. As you can see, that's a big garden. And we've actually got 2 gardens and room for more if we want them. But what I've been doing the last couple of days, as I've been feeling like it, I haven't been doing too good, is I got me a car trailer. Something I've needed for a long time. And you can see right there, I got me a winch, and I've been working to mount the winch in a way where I'll never have to worry about it again. I'm talking to YouTube. Here she comes grouching at me. See? There you go. Anyway, she's a-working. So I figured I'd take me a break and show you a couple things. Can't show you everything, just got too much. So here we go. Over here, this is the '89 Toyota. Technically not mine, belongs to my dad. Bought new by my uncle. Right at 300,000 miles on it. And in my opinion, way too rusty to fix. It's done had the rear frame section replaced once, and the engine is in bad shape. But Dad has got this thing in his head where he would like to see it running because his brother thought so much of it, and I get that. That's cool. And if the parts come our way, 22R engine, everything else works. Need to fix the brakes. That may be a future project of some sort. Alright. You will see in the background this thing from time to time. It also does not belong to me. It belongs to a neighbor. Brought it up here to do a little work, and he's supposed to be coming to get it, but it's been here a couple of years. So 85 Chevy, originally 2-wheel drive, converted to 4-wheel drive, 350 automatic. That's about all I can say about that. Alright guys, 95 F-150. This is my latest acquisition. Needed this to pull a car trailer. Get a little truck, 351, automatic, 4-wheel drive. I've done a little work to it already, but nothing serious. I put a new set of coil springs on it because I found one broke. While I was at it, I went ahead and did a few things that it really didn't have to have, like brakes, 4 new shocks. Like, while you're into it, get into it, right? Why go through it all over again? One of you guys mentioned that you noticed in the background my 73 looks really bad and is missing a whole lot of everything. And it is. I got out here one day bored, feeling pretty good that day, and said I could see the carpet through the floors. Like, well, too much good to junk or to crush without doing what I want to do. So I removed the nose, bumper, brackets, cut the tail off from it as you saw, fuel tank, bumper, everything that I would need to turn my 76 into a 73. And one of the reasons that suddenly become an idea and a project was, here's the trunk lid off my 76, and as you can see here, it's just rotted away. I hear a lot of bees buzzing because there's pears laying all over the ground. So I will show you the 76 in its present state. Overlooked the lack of wheels. I had to have those to bring a car home. But my 76 is now a 73. All this was easy up here. It was all bolt on. I didn't have a hood because the hood on the 73 is garbage. And the hood that was on this is completely different. But upon a lot of work, the rear is also 73, and I discovered that 73 quarter panels is about that much longer, and I had to graft that in. Floor's different. It was a big project. Also, I'll show you a better picture of it later, but over here is a 75. I bought this car for the hood. Actually, I checked on this car to buy it for the hood, and upon closer inspection, which by the way, it's got a sweet hood on it. Check him out. No rust. These are a pretty car. This is the 455 car. It runs, it drives, it has no brakes. Trans shifts good. It's an LJ of all things. LJ is the luxury model rather than SJ. This car has the half vinyl with all the trim like mine's supposed to have. Cloth interior, which is beat, but you know it's there. Plus electric seats, rear window defrost, floor shift, buckets, all that good stuff. Electric door locks. No quarter panels. I mean, they're gone. This was a Pennsylvania car, and then another large portion of its life it spent it in Boone, North Carolina, which also gets its fair amount of snow. Now later I'll show you guys Deputy Diplomat. He is presently off the road, but I got to take a little walk to get to him. But I haven't updated you on my truck in a long time, and there's a reason. Well, I haven't made videos at all in a long time. I have done so much undocumented work to this truck, it's like stepping forward in time 3 years, which is exactly what it is. But here it is. This is the same truck. This is my 64. Yeah, I know before the plan was rat rottish. Well, I got some free paint and some free time. So she got a two-tone blue and white. This is two different shades of Ford blue mixed together because, as I mentioned, paint was free. I purchased a 65, or actually traded my gray 80 model that you guys have seen in previous videos for a 65 to get this bed, because this was a much better bed. And as most guys that are familiar with these trucks know, they have metal floors in them. Not anymore. The floor was junk in this truck, and we'll probably be doing a video on replacing it with wood. No, not that fancy polished stuff you see at car shows. This truck is going to be worked, so we're probably just going to use something like a nice pine decking board and make it as pretty as possible. And as you also may have noticed this, I relocated the gas tank to the bed, made my own enclosure here out of, well, scrap. But it come out pretty good. Truck's filthy. It's been sitting out here a while. Excuse me, guys. I continued the two-tone theme to the dash. Got it all pretty happy with that. All the floors and stuff are come along real nice in this little truck. This seat is actually not for the truck. I didn't have a good one that sat in the correct position, so I put this one in it. It actually is out of the dump truck, and that is a running 1968 F600 330 dump truck. I guess you can say that's mine. It's kind of Dad's, but it's mine too, and I intend to work that thing some. It has a 330 2-barrel 4-speed, 6 new tires, new brakes, needs master cylinders, only thing it needs, and carburetor rebuilt. The truck runs good. It runs real good. This is Miss Chloe. She follows me around. Here's the 352, back where she belongs. Needs cleaned up, but she's installed. C6 is in it, core support's in it. I I've got the fenders painted and ready to go. I have avoided installing them because before I get into all that and lining up fenders, I figure I'd go ahead and get the truck running and take it to an alignment shop and have the front end aligned. It'd be much easier without inner fenders or anything. And there's some good quality shops close by. Now I can haul it there on the car hauler if I want to. I failed to mention, which is, I guess this will be the last car I bring up in this video, the Ford Ranger sitting here. This is my dad's truck. This is his daily driver when he drives. And he had a little accident the other day. He dropped it in the ditch, tore him up good. 01 model, 3.0, two-wheel drive, automatic. From what I can tell, the biggest thing he did was he destroyed the rack and pinion and ripped out the lower ball joint. I've already got the parts here to fix it. I just haven't had the time. But as quick as I can, I'm going to try to fix that back for Dad, and we might throw a paint job on it. He's been wanting the camper top painted to match the truck anyway, assuming all that works out. It also popped both airbags, and I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. Might go to the junkyard and try to find replacements. Don't know. Really don't. We'll get all that figured out. Alright guys, I'll make another video soon, and I will put you guys with me on the little Kubota tractor, and we'll take a ride around the place, and I'll show you Music Farms, Breaks, Virginia. Be cool.